Here's one sure way to get more business from your clients. If I asked you what your clients were struggling with most, what would you say? What would your list look like? Would it be things like they can't find great candidates, hiring is slow, retention issues, hiring freezes, indecisive candidates, that type of thing? Now, imagine I asked a cybersecurity consultant working with the same clients. What would they say? They'd probably say things like feeling vulnerable to hacks, risk of compliance fines, outdated security systems, inadequate security policies. I don't know, I'm not a cybersecurity consultant, but I'm guessing they're the sorts of things that they would say. Same company, different lens. Now, I'm a huge podcast fan, and what I've noticed is the really good podcast interviewers, clearly they've taken a lot of time to research and understand their clients, and therefore they create amazing content, which people love to consume. This is no different. If you can take your conversation to a higher level and get a more global understanding of your client's business, I promise you the partnership will increase, their trust in you will increase, and you'll be able to have higher level conversations, talk about more strategic solutions, and ultimately you will make more money from the clients. So we're looking for things like, and these are just examples, but for things like competitor threats, changing market conditions, changing client needs. Maybe it's poor lines of communication with senior management, legacy clients dominating revenue, poor use of internal data insights, all sorts of things. You know, there's a million things there. But my point is this. Sometimes we think we're standing in the client's shoes, but really we don't even know their shoe size. So what we want to do is uncover broader challenges that builds trust and therefore partnerships. It provides context. This helps you position your solution with more relevance. It leads to better conversations, opening up more strategic solutions. Be the one who stands up, who's interested and interesting, as someone who goes beyond the brief and really understands your clients and ultimately get more business. So where do you start? The good news is it's really simple. Start asking broader questions and do your research before you meet with your client.